So if I could go back and I could sit with my 21-year-old self, I would impart 3 principles because I would want her to be 1,000 times more successful, 1,000 times more impactful, 1,000 times just greater in every way. The first thing I would tell her would be to stop seeking external validation from people. As women, we tend to seek external validation, and when we don't get it or it doesn't come back in the form that we want, we tend to lose focus, lose confidence, and that hinders us. And that shouldn't be the thing that hinders you in your business. See, when I first started my business, I let seeking validation from my mother, my ex-husband, my friends and my family deter me. I asked them if I was successful, if they thought that what I was doing was the right thing, when the only people who knew the answer to that was me and God. So if you are surrounded by people who aren't supportive, who aren't uplifting you, then with love, it's time to change the nature of the relationship and just stop seeking validation. Number 2 is to ask for help. As a young girl, it was ingrained in me that asking for help were dirty words. And I was the product of teachers. And if I didn't know what I was doing, if anything was beyond my scope of knowledge, I wasn't supposed to ask about it because I should already know. And how dare I bring home anything less than an A and be an embarrassment? So as a child, I just thought that I shouldn't ask for help, but I'm telling you, and I'm telling my 21-year-old self, it's okay to ask for help. Asking for help is strength, and it makes you strong because you acknowledge that there's gaps in your knowledge, and you acknowledge that there are other things that you need to learn in order to be your best self. And that is really the only way that you're going to grow and scale a business, if you ask for help, if you build a team. One of the most important components of building a business that I've taken to heart is, if you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go further, go together. And so that's the only way you're going to be able to go further, to be able to reach back and bring others up with you, to help them be successful. Be the tide that rises all boats. Leave a legacy. And then third, stop playing small. I played small for so many years in my life and in my business. At the age of 16, I started my very first business in e-commerce. I made $16,000, and then I quit because my mother told me I had to go to college. And then I didn't even try entrepreneurship again until 2 to 3 years after I got married, because my ex-husband told me that he wouldn't marry me if I didn't get a 9-to-5. And so I was scared that I wouldn't be able to juggle both. So I was in a box, and I was getting smaller and smaller, and I was shrinking until I couldn't breathe. And it was only when I started to seek coaches and mentors and go to masterminds to figure out a way to break through of this box that I had put myself in. So if you have been put into a box by your friends, your family, or maybe even your spouse, it's time to break free. It's time to be bold. It's time to join that program. Make the decision you need to make. File the paperwork. Get on stage. Write the book. Whatever it is, whatever it takes, because you are destined for greatness. You are destined for more, and it's important for you to do the fearless thing. And that's what I would say to myself.